Şu anda geliyor.
Şimdi geliyor.
Okay. Guys, do you hear me? Do you hear me? Okay. So I muted you all, and when you want to speak, please either raise your hand from the menu down below, from the participants menu. There is a sign saying raise your hand. I'm going to deliver the speech to you whenever I see it. And also in the chat section below, if you have a question, you can name the question. You can say, I have a question, and I will just deliver the word to you. Now I'm going to leave the stage to Reha Bilir, who is the president of our club, and welcome you all. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, because you're all over the world, from all over the world. So, Reha, it's your turn.
Thank you, Burak. Dear friends, I want to thank you all for your joining to this meeting. I think this is the one of the first global online meeting in the world for art photography, and you are the heroes of these historical moments. After this great meeting, as the memory of today, I will send a digital certificate to all of you. On these days that we are locked down at our homes, everything is changed in our lives. We are not able to shopping malls, picnic, to our jobs, and we cannot go out for shooting photographs. This situation has both good and bad sides. Good sides, we are not spending money for big event organizations, for travels, for hotels. Bad side is we missed all of our friends. We want to see them face to face. We want to hug each other. But for the health of humanity, we have to stay at home. As you can see, we can find solution for our events. We are doing online contests, online judgings, and online meetings. Now, so I think another good part is that we will see much more creative photographs or creative images from now on. Similar photographs taken during the trips will finish, and creative photographs, those are products of our brains taken at home, will be produced. Maybe the number of photographers will decrease. Most of the clubs will be closed because they will have difficulty to pay their rents. Today, I invited all of you to this historical meeting to listen your ideas for near future of photography during COVID-19 and after. Thanks again to all of you for joining. Now it's turn of Riccardo for his speech. Thank you.
Thank you to you, Reha. Welcome to everybody. It's a great pleasure to see you all here. It's a great opportunity, I think, for all of us to be here and to share our ideas for the near future. I think that now and in the next months, we can do something, we must do something for us and for our friends. So I would like to share with you all some ideas, because this is a situation, unfortunately, is not for today, is not for tomorrow. I think probably is until the end of the year. So we must do something. We must to show to all our friends, photographers around the world, that we are active and we can do something. But we need the help of everybody. We need to share our ideas. We need to have a strong support from you all. I would like, for the first step, that all of you introduce yourself, and because I know many of you, but probably I don't know if you know each other. So I would like, for the first step, that everybody introduce itself.
Okay, Burak. So you can turn on the microphones one by one for each for everyone. Yes.
Alicia.
Alicia, yes. maybe you can, without mic, yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
because
yes.
I know so.
Yeah,
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes,
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
yes.
I don't know, I did nothing. Okay, so this is Alicia Tebar from San Sebastian, Spain. I am part of the Sociedad Fotográfica, like Guipúzcoa Photography Society. I don't know how to say it in English. And unfortunately, like there is very little going on at the moment here. You know, everything is closed, as you can, you know, and like what I'm planning to do now, but like we haven't done it yet. I'm, you know, I suppose in your country as well, like these Facebook meetings are very popular here now. So that's my next activity, what I'm thinking of doing at the moment, like some kind of, we had some exposition inauguration planned. So I made a video and we're thinking of doing it on Facebook. That's the only idea that's happening here. I don't know if that's what you wanted to do, or you just wanted to, you know, me to introduce myself more.
Thank you, Alicia.
She's also the director of our exhibition center in San
In San
Sebastian.
Sebastian, yeah.
For me, it's very, very difficult parce que I speak only French.
Okay, you speak French. You can speak French.
Tu peux parler français?
Aujourd'hui, je suis première fois à votre conférence et maintenant, je pense que je suis juste comme visiteur, comme je veux écouter qu'est-ce que vous faites ici, qu'est-ce que vous voulez, qu'est-ce que vous proposez, etc. Et ça m'intéresse. Et je pense que je suis première fois et je veux écouter. J'ai visité ça et aujourd'hui, je veux juste écouter qu'est-ce que vous proposez, à propos quoi vous parlez ici et peut-être après, prochaine fois, je peux quelque chose parler plus. Mais je ne sais pas, tout le monde connaît français, non? Non? C'est pas, oui, little bit, okay. It's very difficult. I understand if you speak English, I understand, but speak for me it's very, very difficult. But je parle français, excuse-moi. Oui, c'est un peu difficile comme ça. Mais je suis ici, j'écoute, je suis avec vous et je peux regarder, je peux écouter et je pense que peut-être après, je peux quelque chose. OK?
Thank you. All right.
Hello. I'm sorry, I've just arrived my studio now. I was driving. So I'm very happy to be here with you. First of all, my name is Ayman Lutfi. I am Egyptian photographer and they call me here fine art photographer in Egypt. I'm director of Photographic Society of America, PSA, in the Middle East area and Egypt. And I'm one of the jury of the Modern Art Museum in Cairo Opera House. Actually, I'm glad to see most of you, my friends. Happy to see you here. I know the situation. I would like to say God bless you all. And we are watching the news, and actually we know the situation in every place and in the world. And we pray for Italy, Germany, Spain, China, USA, and most of the country. Actually, we care about all of you. And we have the same situation in Egypt, but we have, I think we have a little. I can move to my studio. I can go to my work in the morning with some masks. We can take the things that we can care about us from the virus. I need to talk about something because there is one of the journalists just called me 2 days ago. She asked me what's the art or how can I explain with my photography or my experimental photography about the virus corona. Actually, my answer was, I'm living like the normal people now, not like I'm artist. I'm stay at my home, living the situation of corona as it is until I can understand what is corona. This is actually what was my answer to the journalist, because she thinks that the artist, if he has sit in his home, he can do art every time. Actually, we're doing photography, we have to stay in the mood of doing art. So now we're living the situation of the corona like the normal people. Maybe after a while, or after we understand what is this corona, it is a virus, it is what is a kind of, the virus or gas or what happening, we can explain about this in my art. Thank you so much for giving the chance to talk in this international meeting.
Thank you. Thank you, Ayman.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Reha. Thank you, Burak, for organizing this valuable meeting in this difficult situation. My name is Bandhu from Sri Lanka, the pearl of Indian Ocean. So we also have got caught by coronavirus difficult, tragic situation. What I did was, I thought of doing something in the sense, one of my friends wanted me to write an article on travel photography. So I am almost on completion of that. And thereafter, another fellow photographer from USA, he wanted me to do a video clip on travel photography. That's also on its process. And the other thing, what I did was, I started doing some digital paintings. I think Reha is aware about it, because I did a good, I don't know whether it's good or not, it's up to Reha to decide. I did a good couple portrait of Reha and his wife. So I sent it to him. So I think he was very happy. I was using Coral Painter. Okay, no problem. I was using Coral Painter, and most of my work has been published in Viewfinder's Facebook page, Viewfinders. So in our country also, people are using Facebook more or less mostly to share our these things once we are confined to our residences and homes. So it is it's a pathetic situation all over the world. I think this is the worst thing ever happened after the Second World War, I suppose. So it has badly affected the photography community around the globe. And one thing I can remember, Dubai organized, it's been organized every year, the HIPA. That's also, the HIPA was supposed to be having their award ceremony in early April, but ultimately they had to postpone it. So what to do? Every photographic event everywhere is planned in everywhere all over the world. It's been postponing and postponing. We can't say when it will be, it can be held, or when this pandemic will be ended. What we can do is, those who can share their knowledge to others, that's the best thing during this period. I hope almost everybody is safe, our friends. And okay, thank you for inviting me for this international meeting. Reha, thank you.
Thank you very much, Mahmoud.
Ayubowan.
Burak, listen, Riccardo.
Yes.
I will ask to my friends, after introducing themselves very shortly, to tell their ideas about near future photography. What can we do if this period due to virus will be longer? We don't know when it will finish, so we can ask our friends what can we do also. Okay, I want to learn their ideas also. Okay, Burak.
Hello, everybody. I'm from Australia and I live in Melbourne. It's lovely to actually see all the people who are here. Some of you I actually know only by name, so it's nice to put a face to a name. I'm the Australian FIAP Liaison Officer. I'm also the Director of FIAP News. And both those roles have kept me pretty busy over the last couple of months because we've just done our distinctions applications. And now, of course, we're madly working on getting the next FIAP News edition out, which is probably going to only be within a fortnight, I'd say, because we're already at proofreading stage. We're obviously locked down as well. We've been very fortunate here in Australia. It hasn't, we've acted very early, locked down very early, and we seem to have stopped the spread of the cases. And we're doing a lot of testing to try and keep control of that. They've just released a phone app today, which will enable us to be contacted if our phone has pinged someone who has been infected, which is one of the strategies that's coming in here to enable us to reduce the amount of restriction that we have. But mostly I've been out once just to have my flu shot in the last month. So other than that, I'm at home. I think FIAP News has a huge role to play in going forward in all of this. It's obviously a major communication channel between all of us, and have introduced a new section coming up in this, this next edition, which I hope people will get on board with, because it enables us to share some of our locations to help us dream about the future, because I think there is a time beyond where we are currently at. And obviously we have time to go through our photos, all those hard drives full of images that we haven't got around to looking at, and to perhaps sharing our knowledge, especially in the form of articles. So I think FIAP News has a big part to play in being able to share our photography and indeed share our knowledge, treat it as a learning time apart from anything else. I think I'll let someone else have a turn.
Thank you.
Hello. Good afternoon. I'm Cecilia from
Good
Macau.
morning.
Yeah, you are good morning. uh, so, everybody know Macau situation is begin in February, but now our city is now the same during this more than 2 weeks. Nobody have this COVID-19 here. So our city can go out, gathering, taking photos, shopping, and everything can, but cannot travel, cannot go to Hong Kong or cannot go to China. We only stay our small city. So some competition, or we have many competition, but now competition every can in the net, and only the judges can go to the association to have the monthly competition, and some cannot go to Hong Kong for the judges. So I hope maybe can finish quickly about the COVID. Can
Okay.
hear me?
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay.
Thank you, Cecilia.
Okay, nice.
Thank you very much.
And also thank you for inviting me to this international meeting.
Thank you. Thank
And
you.
everybody know Louis don't say, Louis Kim Jong Lam don't say English. So he say he don't stay with me.
Okay.
Because
okay.
when he stay here, maybe I will afraid.
Okay,
Thank
say
you
our regards.
again.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Zaba.
Hello for everybody. Nice to meet you in this first global photographer.
Hello, Saba.
Hello. Hello. It is very nice to meet you. I think that this pandemic created for all of us a total new situation. In this situation are a lot of things that we not accepted in our normal life, but created a lot of new situation and new opportunities for us. I think that it is time for us, for photographers, to create different kind of photo contest on Facebook, in Twitter, in Pinterest, because today all of us we have to stay at home, and it is an opportunity to edit, to produce, to send, and to change opportunities and photo between our creations. By us example, since 45 days we stay at home, we working at home office. By us only the food markets are open, and all of markets are closed, and the industry will begin to working about 15 May only, and we have about a month again to stay at home. I think that the idea of Reha, it was very nice. This meeting is the first, but I think that is not the last meeting, and I think that we have to organize on 2 times early same meetings in online, because it's very, very nice. Thank you again for Reha for this idea.
Morning, everybody. Good afternoon and good evening, wherever you are. Sound okay? Can you hear me okay? A little bit more. How's that?
Yeah.
That's better? Okay. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. My name is David Lowe. I'm in England, and I'm from the Smethwick Photographic Society. We have the English Exhibition Centre here for FIAP. We're on lockdown, like most of you. Not much happening. We continue to function as a photographic society through the use of Zoom. I've done countless judging panels via Zoom, which is unusual, shall we say. You feel like you're talking to yourself, but we can do it, and we're getting through. We're not taking pictures, obviously. I think macro photography is becoming very popular in the house at the moment. Not something that I do, but I think lots of people are trying that. Moving forward, it will go away. We will get clear, and life will hopefully return to normal fairly soon. But in the meantime, we can talk like this. We can process all the pictures stuck on the hard drive, and be ready when we get out there to go crazy with the camera. So that's about it from me. So.
Thank you.
Hello to everybody. Nice to see you. Nice to see smiles on your faces in this hard time. I'm Đorđe Vukičević from Serbia, director of Exhibition Center in Novi Sad. Voto said, hard time for everybody. We can speak about some ideas how to promote photography in these times. Maybe one of ideas can be idea of my friend to start with photography course through the internet, and he surprised it with many entrants on that course. I think that the best what we can do in this time is promoting photography through the Instagram, like somebody of you said, through the Facebook, and in that way. I don't want to speak so much. I said my greetings to everybody. Take care about you.
Thank you very much.
And
By the way,
special regards for Guji. He is the most far away of us.
thank you. Thank you very much. By the way, dear Pandula Bandara from Sri Lanka, welcome. Okay, Burak.
Herkese merhaba. Özellikle bu organizasyonu gerçekleştiren Reha ve Burak'a teşekkür etmek istiyorum. Tüm katılımcı dostlara da sağlıklı ve virüsüz günler diliyorum.
Okay, thank you.
Koronavirüs salgınının olumsuz etkileri tüm dünyada olduğu gibi uzun bir süre daha devam edecek gibi görünüyor. Bu olumsuz durum her yerde olduğu gibi ülkemizde de kültür ve sanat etkinliklerini durdurmuş bulunmakta. Koronavirüs olayı bugün bitse dahi artık bizleri yepyeni bir dünya düzeni beklediği bir gerçek. Bu nedenle fotoğraf etkinliklerinin uluslararası boyutta FIAP önderliğinde tüm ülkeleri etrafında toplayarak oluşacak yeni bir düzen çerçevesinde bir altyapı oluşturup bir an önce başta eğitim olmak üzere çok farklı projelerle dijital ortamda fotoğraf etkinliklerinin devamını sağlaması gerektiğine inanıyorum. En azından dünyada hayat normale dönünceye kadar. Teşekkür ederim.
Burak, maybe you can summarize in English. Burak, thank you very much. And Ali, welcome. Ali Samei from Iran, welcome. Okay.
Hello all. I am Gürgüreli from Turkey, Balıkesir and Istanbul. Nowadays, most of the people are staying at home, but we are still working because my factory produces transformers for energy sector for you. It's very difficult to stay at home these days. I don't know what should I say this situation. Thank you all for inviting me here to Reha and all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Gür.
Merhaba Burak. Arkadaşlar herhalde beni tercüme edeceksiniz zannederim. Ben Türkiye'nin Adana şehrinden Altınoran Düşünce ve Sanat Platformu Başkanıyım. İçinizde birçoğunu uluslararası etkinliklerden fotoğraf nedeniyle tanıyorum. Bugünlerde aslında yoğun günler içindeyiz. Hekimim, oğlum, kızım ve damadım da hekim. Hepimiz 4 farklı şehirde korona kliniklerinde veya koronaya yakın olan yerlerde görev yapıyoruz. Öncelikle şunu söylemek isterim. En azından bizim bölgelerimizde gidiş kötüye gitmiyor. Gittikçe vaka sayısı artsa bile hastalanan insan sayısı azalıyor. Ben yazın içerisinde klasik eski durumumuza değilse bile normal yaşantımıza döneceğimizi tahmin ediyorum. Fotoğraf ve sanat etkinlikleri tabii ki tam eskisi gibi olmayacaktır ama yine de bir takım önlemler alınarak devam edecektir. Ve bize yeni ufuklar açtı belki de bu kriz. Örneğin işte görüşemediğimiz arkadaşlarla bu vesileyle görüşmüş oluyoruz. Eğitimlerimiz, örneğin Altınoran'ın eğitimleri eskiden sadece kendi galerisinde sınırlıyken şu an tüm dünyaya eğitim verebilecek hale geldi. Belki bu online galerilerle de devam ederek tüm sanat ürünlerini de gösterebiliriz. Ben son bir cümle kullanacağım. Bu salgın tabii ki kötü bir şey ama bize bir şey öğretti ki hepimizin bir arada olması gerektiğini ve aslında sorunlarımızın doğu veya batı, gelişmiş veya gelişmemiş hangi ülke olursa olsun benzer olduğunu, asıl sorunlara benzer olduğunu gösterdi. Böylelikle birbirimize daha sıkı sarılarak yürümüş olabiliriz. Riccardo'ya, Elana'ya, Balasi'ye, diğer tüm arkadaşlarıma, tabii ki Türkiye'dekilere de selam söyleyerek, Reha'ya da teşekkür ederek iyi günler diliyorum. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Teşekkürler.
Hello, friends. I am Harto Solihin Margo from Indonesia, from Bandung. The situation in Bandung is not so good. We have Ramadan time, and the government blocked trains, aeroplanes, ships, and buses so that the people cannot go to their towns during this Ramadan time. We have to stay at home. And for the photography, for the first time in our history, we canceled the Indonesian Salon of Photography this year. It's supposed to be the 41st Indonesian Salon of Photography, and it is organized since 1973. And for the first time in the history, we canceled the Indonesian Salon of Photography this year. And also the National Congress of Indonesian Photographers. It should be organized in August this year. Yeah, it's not a good situation, but we have to decide it. We are very sad about this, but we have to follow the instruction of the government. So I hope that the people in your countries will offer this pandemic, this virus very, very soon. It's not a good condition, but we hope stay at home and we will win against this virus. Thank you.
Thank you, Harto.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Greetings to Indonesia.
So I have unmuted Jing. Now you have the word. But
Go, Jing.
Yes, she's not over there, I guess. So I'm continuing with Joseph M. Casanovas, if I pronounce right. I unmuted you.
Hello to everybody. My English is very, very poor. For me, it's very, very difficult understand, but it's more difficult to speak. But I am from I am Josep Maria Casanovas from Catalonia, Spain, and I am the exhibition center director of Reus. This center was open in February 29th, but it was open only 15 days because now we stay home from a month and a half. But we organize 3 photographic salons this year, and today is the deadline salon, Europa salon. And the next week we made the jury online, obviously, with Luis Franque, Juan Ramon, I don't know, and my wife, Gracia de Lobos. And the summer we organize Photosport, and the autumn intercontinental circuit. Is a different way to organize, but now is for our platform, informative platform, permits to make jury online. If for me it's no problem for organize. The participation is similar to other years, maybe increase a little, but I don't know. I can speak to explain. thank you for invite me for invitation to share an hour about us, and well, but I don't know. I can speak very more.
We understand you very well.
Bye.
Don't worry.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, Joseph.
So,
Thank you.
Jing, now I am unmuted you because you were not available. You are now unmuted. So
Sorry?
it's your no, it's Jing's. I'm talking to Jing.
Go Jing. Yes.
Hi. Hello, everyone.
No,
Can you hear me?
Yes, we hear you.
Yeah, okay. Because the internet is not good here. I see when so listen everyone to talk. I'm Ge Jing. I come from China, and it's my biggest honor to be here to attend this meeting. And I thank you very much, Reha, to invite me. And also, I'm so glad to be here to see everyone. I think now in China, in the last 2 months, yeah, we have the very difficult time. I think like you all the time now, but now everything get better now. So I hope around the world and all the things can get better soon, and our life and our work can get normal. About the photography, I would like to talk now in China what we do, and in China and so lots of things. We did a lot of workshop online. Yes, and from different club and from different photography association, and we can use different different ways to study, to learn photography, to talk about photography online. So I think in the near future, and we can use this way to talk about photography. It's easy for us. Like now, we can talk with everyone, different country, and the same moment here. And also about the organizer, I think we can do something such as we can collect works about COVID-19, and then we choose the best works from them, and we can show them online. And I think this is important for us. We can keep this different and difficult moment, and we can keep this special moment and our work here. And in the future, when we show our works and we use the photography and we keep the moment, I think this is very important. So I think we can encourage the photography to create at home. And yeah, I think we stay at home and a long time, we can think about hard about photography. We have never have so long time to think about it. I think photography, we need to think, not only take a photo, and we need to have time to think. Then we can improve our photography. So I think we need to encourage photography at home, and different thinking, different idea about this COVID-19. Yeah, that's all. And thank you again. Thank you very, very much again for Reha. And I'm so glad to meet you and Riccardo and Reha and everybody. I saw many good friends here. So I'm so glad here. Thank you.
Thank you, Gurjin.
Thank you. Luis Jose, you are unmuted. Hello.
Hello, good morning, and thanks for inviting me. My English is very poor and very little. Excuse me. I am the director of the Exhibition Center of Asturias at Spain, and I am working now. You can see that yeah, I using the telephone because I am nurse, and this moment I working over days a week. We have this month our Congress. The Congress was suspended because the situation is impossible for do it. But we have 3 times a week the exhibition, the ponencies by Facebook. We have a meeting for week where the member of the club every week have the virtual Zoom reunion. We have also a campaign for achieve money for the sanitary system at here. Is a solidarity gallery of photographers as Reha, as very other photographers of Spain, and this peak on Spain for achieving money. Also, we make a video, audiovisual that with this peak. That this audiovisual is showing in hospital, in house of the older people, for animate, for make a very little hair situation. Also, we have 5 contests. The contest is open for all people, it's free. And the theme of this contest is where go you when this finished? Where are you? Where is the person that you want to see? And we are make another MS with this for the hospital, for the older people in home. This is all news we are doing. Sorry, my English.
We understand you, Luis. Thank you. Burak? Burak sesin gelmiyor.
Sorry. MacBook Pro should be unmuted. Let me check. Yes, you are unmuted. I don't know the name. It's only written MacBook Pro. Is my voice coming?
Yeah, me, Najla Angawi. My name.
Hello, Najla.
Hi. My name is Najla Angawi from Saudi Arabia. I am president and owner my club, World of Photography. And I stay home. It is normal for us stay at home because I take care for my plant outside in the roof, and everything inshallah become good for all us, even because the best thing we are all in good health. This is the best things we thanks God for this. And thanks for Roh and Mr. Riccardo for inviting me. And it is my pleasure to be one of you. And about photography, because I have a group in WhatsApp, and my member always, I make like teach him or training online. And in Instagram, I have every day the best photo from Instagram who people make tag for my club WBG_N, and also in Facebook. This is the usual, and they still make it every day. This is my happy time. For in the morning, when I wake up, I do it for photographer. Choose the best photo on the day. And for organized, thanks God, I make contest, international contest named Stay Home in Positive Energy. Now the organized from 11 countries around the world, from 19 society and clubs join me, thanks God. And the name I choose Stay Home in Positive Energy, because all people sad and angry and why we stay too much long at home. I tell him, no, is it, I think, is it from God, good things to clean our mind from hard work every day. This is come, I don't know, I speak English not well, I'm sorry. But I tell him, okay, even you all stay home, you can take photo. If you can't, you can choose photo. Even last year, but just choose photo in energy and happy time, all inside home. Your home, your I mean, travel anywhere, India, Nepal, like Ladakh, anywhere. You visit Vietnam with you, Riccardo, or Korea, everywhere. You can participate with this photo, but inside the home, in energy way. And I asked that people participate with us, and with Mr. Riccardo stay at home also, the biggest things, and I thank you for your idea. And about also what we have, I take last week the FIAP silver, thanks God, and I am happy for that, and honored to take it. And I start hard to participate in contest with organized FIAP and PSA to take, inshallah, FIAP gold. Pray for me.
Inshallah.
Inshallah. And what else? We can do everything at home. Don't worry. Take photo, participate in contest, happy with our family. Inshallah, it's long time and go out. And in my country, they we can go out from 9 to 5 because we are in Ramadan and fasting. They open supermarket, pharmacy, so important things for people. And if anybody need a hospital or like that, they can go in another time. And inshallah, everything become good for all. And I am happy with you all in big and health. And nice to meet you all.
Thank you. Thank you, Najla.
Thank you. Now, Mustafa Eser is unmuted.
Mustafa Bey.
Mustafa Bey. Okay, peki. Next guest. Just a sec. Pandu. Pandu, you are unmuted. Hello.
Pandu.
Pandu?
Pandula. Pandula Bandara. Burak.
Just a sec. I unmuted. I'll try again. Just a sec. Okay.
Okay. Now we can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you very much, my friend Reha, for inviting me to this discussion. So nice to see you all, and hope that the whole world is facing a very difficult situation. So let me introduce myself. I'm Pandula Bandara, photographer from Sri Lanka. Basically, this is my hobby. Now, these days we have been fully locked down. I'm in the red zone, the Colombo district. I'm in the red zone. So for the last more than one month, we are locked down, and it's also curfew. So we cannot go out. Nothing is open. So we stay at home. So normally I do a lot of shoots like model shooting, travel shooting, like everything. But these days I'm stick to only one shoot, that is macro.
Que no sales tú, Eva.
Hello. Hello.
Yeah, we hear you.
Yeah.
Okay. So early in the morning, I wake up and I do about 2.5 hours macro shoots. And again in the evening, I do another 2.5 hours macro shoot. So that's all at the moment. But in whole world, my only worry is now, I'm not earning anything from photography. But there are so many people who live with this photography. So if you take like wedding photographers and event photographers and those kind of people, they all have lost their jobs. So now they can't do anything. I don't know when this is going to be over, but hopefully we'll pray for that to end this tragic situation will be over soon. So that's all from my end. Thank you very much. Once again, Reha, thank you. And also nice to see you, Riccardo. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Thank you, Pandula.
Thank you. Petteri Musallo, sorry, you are unmuted.
Hello, everybody. I don't say that good morning or good evening because we are so widely from the globe. I'm coming from Finland, the famous country for the social distancing. So I will tell about this a little bit later. In addition, our situation is not so bad as it is, for instance, in India, that everybody is locked down and so on. So we have possibilities to go out, meet small amount of people at the same time, and shops are open, schools are closed, and so on. And everything is working, let's say, almost as usually. But in this situation, I see that the digitalization is a possibility for us. As you can see also in this meeting, that there was no requirements for the traveling at all, and we are meeting each other from different parts of the world. And it's happening also at the section of photography. I'm the liaison officer of National Club Association of National liaison officer of the National Association, and from that point of view, you see also something, or I know something what is happening in the clubs. They are meeting each other in virtual environments, and the association is providing Teams accounts for the clubs, and we have an agreement with Microsoft for a cheap student and association licenses, and that is by that way that is possible to use. The exhibitions are running quite normally. At the moment, there is still one is open, and even the Nordic championships are running, and thank for the digitalization, it's possible to organize, and the Nordic Championships are judged in Argentina. So it's international work as well. But anyhow, I see that the digitalization is one solution for the problems with the clubs. So the people have a possibility to meet each other easily and by a very cheap way, and possible also to see and discuss about the photography and the arts in general. And back to the Finland. So as I said, that we are the famous land of social distancing. We are only, in average, our population density is only 17 people per square kilometer. Of course, there's huge variation between different parts of the country, but this is the average. Enjoy the rest of the day. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Patrick.
So, Rose, you are unmuted. I can.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, well, welcome all. Glad to be part of this meeting and to see people from all over the world. Some names I know, some I don't, and some people I've met. I'm from Belfast in Northern Ireland, and I'm primarily a studio photographer, but obviously the studio is shut down at the moment, so I can't get access. I hope to get access tomorrow morning for 1 hour to be able to get some equipment and bring it home, and maybe I can work on some family portraits during the lockdown period. Ireland is mostly in lockdown. Obviously we have the north where I live is governed by the UK, so we are subject to the UK rules, and in the south of Ireland they have their own rules which are slightly different, but it is an open border, so you know there are issues there with people traveling back and forth, etc. But I think that Zoom is a very good platform for this type of meeting. I just hope that whenever the lockdown ends, that it does not become a substitute for people actually traveling to judge salons or to do presentations. I am very much a print worker, so if I get an invitation to a club in the UK or in Ireland, or I was in Denmark last year, I do send boxes of prints ahead, and then I obviously come over and do a print presentation. So I would hate to see Zoom become the norm. It's very good for filling this gap, but we all do love to travel to each other's countries and locations and meet people in person and do our presentations in front of a live audience. But so for me, Zoom is hopefully nothing more than a stopgap. This week I have 2 judging sessions for English camera clubs, and I've also have to do a Photoshop presentation for people. So we shall see how that goes. I'm looking forward to doing the judging online. Mostly I don't do a lot of judging. I judge some of the international salons, but I rarely get an invitation to judge, you know, your typical club. So this is a sort of a first opportunity for me to see what a club is producing in terms of their photography rather than the salons. I do have a special guest staying with me here during the lockdown, and he would just like to have a quick word. If you just give me a second.
Sure.
Okay, I just want you to know that this is, we're going to make photography great again. Trust me, photography will be great again. We are going to inject you all with photography into your genes, and photography will be great again. So I'm going to hand back to Ross here, one of the greatest photographers in the world. And hello, Riccardo. So without further ado, it's bye-bye from me.
Wait. I will record. No, Rose, please, again. I will record it. Once more, please.
Okay, we're going to make
especially say regards to hello to Riccardo and me, please.
Oh, how great it is to see Reha and Riccardo. We're going to make photography great again. Trust me, we're going to make it great. It's just tremendous. Yes, it's absolutely tremendous. All this corona, and it's fake news. Trust me, I'm an expert. I am the world's #1. I know everything about everything. So trust me, we're going to make photography great again. We're going to inject it into your brain. Everybody's going to be a photographer. Trust me. It's great. Thank you.
Thank you. Perfect.
That was great. That was great.
Okay, thank you very much, Ross.
So, Rudolf, you are unmuted.
Yes, thank you. My name is Rudolf Meusli. I'm from Switzerland, and I'm living in a small town at the foothills of the Alps. The situation here is not so bad at the moment. We're always able to go out for hikes and some shopping of the essentials, but of course some shops are closed, but the main companies and offices are open and working. I'm president of Photo Münzingen. That's one of the main photo events in Switzerland. And some of you had already the chance to make an exhibition in our festival, like Reha Bilir, Haluk Uyghur, or Elena Martinyuk. And some of you were planned to show their photos this year, like Chaba Balasi or Elena also. Too bad this was not possible because we had to postpone our photo festival to next year. That means we changed or we postponed all of the planned program to do it exactly the same as planned this year in the next year. But anyway, it's not so good for us, but we were thinking what we can take a chance maybe use from this bad situation. And we decided to do a virtual photo festival, a little bit like a virtual photo festival. One of the main points is we introduced a contest for photos with the theme Life in Corona Times. And this contest will be opened tomorrow on our webpage. Maybe I can give you the web address in our chat here. But too bad, because we are working in Switzerland, it's only in German. But anyway, you will see the photos that they will bring in, the people who participate in this contest. So what photographers do here in Switzerland during these times? I have seen that many professional photographers and also photo schools are putting up in the internet some e-learning programs to very different teams in photography. Myself, I'm participant of a masterclass from one of these schools, and at the moment we do mostly our formation in the internet also by Zoom. So I think it's also a chance, and that we will do in our festival. This platform, I was speaking this festival in virtual form. We plan to do this not only this year during Corona times, we are planning to take this chance to do it also in the next year. Of course, we will have always the festival in the physical form, but beside in the rest of the year, we will continue to use this new platform. So that's maybe one good news we can do. When I look a little bit to some professional photographers here in Switzerland, I see that some of them have big problems because they are not able to travel anymore. But the photographers who work a little bit in diverse or in different fields, they have more chance. For example, yesterday I was speaking to a professional photographer. He is working for advertising and newspaper photography. And he says to me, I do know now more for newspaper paper photography, and the advertising is very low at the moment. So all photographers have more chance when they are a little bit working in different fields, in several fields, than just stick in their own smaller field, maybe. So that's about all for me from the moment. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm writing, well, not writing. Elena, there are two of you. There are two, Elena. Yeah. So, just a sec. I will turn it on. Elena, which one I will turn it on? I don't know. Unmute. So one of it is unmuted. There are two Elenas here in the meeting right now. Are you aware of it? Do you hear me?
Yes, I hear.
There is another Elena next to you.
Yeah, okay. Do you listen me?
No.
No,
we are hearing you. Just turn one of the Elenas off, please, if possible. If not, no problem. Now we will continue with the talks. Okay? So, I don't know the name. Tapio028616. You are
Hello,
unmuted.
Tapio. Hello, Tapio.
Hello, good morning or good evening, wherever you are in the world. So thank you for the invitation to this meeting. It's great to be here, and I have been saying that we have one common language all around the world, and that is photography. So that now we have that all together here. So and I'm from Finland. I'm a photographer here in Finland, and I have been in the Association of Finnish Camera Clubs president of that some years, and also been FIAP liaison officer in Finland. So as Petri was mentioning, so the web is used quite much in Finland. So different camera clubs, they are having web meetings all together, and they also have training sessions in that. Also, the Facebook have been used many years here, and it's a good way to show the pictures and also to see the feedback of the pictures and so on. And it's also great that now we have opportunity that when it's not, we can't have jury in the one place, so we can have that online. That is extremely good thing. Also, the exhibition centers, what we are having in FIAP all around the world. So why not to have the exhibition what they are having just now, to have the gallery of those in the net. Now they are there in somehow, but not every of them. So somehow to utilize the opportunities what this what is happening now is giving to us, so that to have a quantum leap, digital quantum leap, so to use the network in a better way globally. And then most important thing I think is that when this is over, so to get feedback, what are the things that we would like to have also in the future, what we are using just now, so that to have some steps that we can improve the cooperation between clubs and countries together, so that what are the tools and ways that we are using just now when we have this crisis ongoing, but use them also after this crisis. So it was great to see you all in this meeting, and I'm happy to be here. Thanks for the Reha and Riccardo to be here. Thanks.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tapio.
Now, Vasha Doberlet, I unmuted you.
Hello, everybody. I'm Vasja Doberlet. I am a license officer for Slovenia. And here in Slovenia, we are also locked down, like almost everywhere. And so I personally live in Kran. This is a small city, and I'm on the edge of it, so that I can daily go to the forest for an hour or two. We go for a walk, but otherwise we are isolated, and we are not going to the shops. We have son who is doing this for us, what is very good. We are locked so far that we cannot move even from one community to another one, so that 5-10 kilometers you drive, you are already in another community and you are not allowed to go there, only if you have some really good reasons, but you must then explain and you must write an official document for it. When we are going out, we should not meet with other people. If we meet somebody, we must be in distance of 2 meters and to not more than 5 people. In our club, photo club, we are still active. We are using every week this Zoom opportunity, and we have our meetings. We have an internal competition every month. We select the photo of the month, and so the last time we decided that the next theme will be Quarantina, and afterwards I received from FIAP the invitation to participate at the stay-at-home contest. So we are on the same way, and in our city they are trying to find out how the cultural communities for different areas are coping with this corona period. And so that the next time we will ask journalists to meet us on our next Zoom meeting, and he will be able to participate when we will select our the best photo of month. So this will be the subject will be this month, the Quarantina. We are also, our club is organizing every 2 years an international competition with FIAP patronage called Miniatura. This is a paper salon, and we expect the judging at the end of September, so that we don't know yet if we will be able to organize the judging or not. But already the second year we practice that when somebody applies to participate at our salon, must send also his pictures on JPEG format to enable us to make a catalog, because we are making a catalog on a print catalog, and we always need good pictures. And in our catalog, every accepted author will find one of his pictures there. Therefore, we ask them to send also the JPEGs, and this will enable us to make, if necessary, the online judgment. We don't like it, but anyway, the organization of the salon is endangered, and then if we will be still locked down, then we will organize this on this way. I heard that many people is now stressing his or her photographing on macro. I'm happy because the place where I live, I need only 10 minutes to be in the forest, so that we go for walks there, and it's becoming a little bit boring to come always to the same forest, to the same things, to photograph the same leaves or the same logs, because now they are cutting the trees and a lot of logs is lying there. And this is now my activities, what to do now. Yeah, that's all for the moment. I would like to thank you to Riccardo and to Reha to invite me to this meeting, and I hope we will continue in this way if as long as it will be not possible to do on a standard. Thank you.
Thank you. Now, Vladimir Jovanovski from Macedonia. You are unmuted, my friend.
Hello, hello. My name is Vladimir Jovanovski from Macedonia, and it is nice to meet the faces of my friends, even like this digitally. But of course, I will prefer to do it over a cup of chai or coffee or beer. I really hope that all of you are in good health and in full spirit. And I truly hope that this situation with the virus settles down as soon as possible so we can return back to our normals. I must congratulate Reha for this wonderful idea, and thank you for the invitation to be part of this group that will try to promote photography in these hard times. All the ideas I heard from this group are really nice, and to be quite honest, we already implemented most of them in our club and in our association. So the board activities, the online classes, the internal club competition, we made even inter-club competition, but the real problem is that our photography is not reaching the common people as we used to. So we are trying some ideas. We are cooperating with local and national celebrities and influencers because we have a common interest now. They cannot produce enough material, and we are their backup. My other concern is, and my point of view, that this whole situation with the virus will speed up the development of print photography and opening ceremonies of exhibition and everything. This is happening all over the board. When you give the people one other, let's say, easier way of consuming something, like ordering food online or watching movies from the house, or everything doing the easier way, this will happen with photography. So people, I believe, in my country, that people will be lazy to go out to the galleries to consume the art, our art, as they used to. So I believe the depth of the print photography it's speeding up. So we must adapt or to with our work to prevent this from happening. So this is my concern, and this will be all from me.
Okay. Thank you, Vladimir. Wilson, Theo, you are unmuted now.
Hey, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, I believe. I'm coming from Malaysia, from a small town. In fact, it's not small, it's the third largest city in Malaysia. It's called Johor Bahru. Just in case you don't know where it is, it's just 20 minutes drive from Singapore. So at this point of time, we have been locked down for more than 40 days. The control is called movement control order. So it's kind of very strict. We can't even walk out from our home. Just in case you were blocked by the police without a valid reason, they will just send you to the jail. That's it. So it's a very boring life at this time. Talk about the photography. Currently, I'm the advisor to the Photography Society of Johor. which is the second oldest photography club in Malaysia. We are hosting almost about 30 to 40 competitions and exhibitions each year. And for this round, I believe we can't even achieve more than 10, due to the reason of this lockdown. And we have to abide to the government regulations. We have to do our social distancing. We can't we can't have a group of more than 5 like most of you do. So I will predict it will take maybe more than a year or two to stabilize the whole situations. Photography clubs in Malaysia, there are some doing the online teaching at this time. So they provide free online teachings to improve the post processing skill. So I believe this is a trend, and then it's a time for those photographers who wants to catch up their post processing skill. Perhaps it is a pro. I think it's a good time for them to pick up. But to me, I'm a travel photographer. I would still prefer to shoot in the nature, shoot in the cold, shoot in the hot, and which I believe I got to wait for maybe another year. I have missed 2 invitations by the China government, which just coincidentally the outbreak just break out, and I have to stop. So it's very nice seeing you here, and thanks Riccardo and Reha for inviting me to join this conference. I'm not going to say too much, and hope to see you all, and stay at home, be safe.
Thank you, Wilson.
Thank you. Well, I guess I handed over the speech issue to everybody. Is there anybody who left unspoken? No one. So, Reha, you have the word.
Thank you very much, Burak, and thanks to all friends for your ideas and for explanations. So I have some small notes, very few. I want to share them with you. It seems that FIAP will be the center of online events and online meetings after now on. Already FIAP allowed to judging online for some contests, because we know that we can't come together for judging. For near future, maybe we can do the FIAP Exhibition Center Directors meeting again on Zoom meeting. This may be a solution. And we have to share our presentations, our photographers between clubs one-to-one. We are already doing this with Asameyando. Our clubs started to share our events, our presentations with Asameyando. And we can do our online meetings also with one by one with all of you in our groups. For example, Riccardo will be the guest of our members on Tuesday evening this week. And on these days, most important event is FIAP's contest, Stay at Home. And we have to support this event in our countries very strongly. This is very important. Maybe it is this beginning of these kind of events. So we have to start in all the world. Maybe we can support our members for short videos, nearby photography at our homes or backyards. And we understand that amateur soul will go on at home, but professional jobs will decrease in all countries. And we understand that our common language is photography. I want to thank Burak for his hosting to this meeting. And I want to thank Riccardo and all of you. And Riccardo, the final speech is yours. Thank you very much, all friends.
Thank you.
Thank you, dear Reha. Well, this is a great opportunity for all of us. First, to meet each other. Second, to start to think for the future, what we can do. From our side, from FIAP side, we have already, as you know very well, decided, unfortunately, to cancel the Congress, to postpone the Congress to next year. I don't know now where. We will decide in next December. We have decided, unfortunately, to cancel the award ceremony of the World Cup for Club. And also in that case, we have in mind to organize the 2 award ceremony next year. Next week, we will have our DB meeting, and there are many ideas on the floor in this moment. One of the most important projects that we have in this moment is, without any doubt, the contest that is arrived to today around 700 authors. It's a good number, but not as good as we would like. So we have another month, and we really hope that more and more authors from all around the world can join us in this very important contest. We have also received the support from some of the great masters of the world, like Michel Freeman, like Tom Ang, and recently also Reza Degati and Manokir Degati from National Geographic. This is a very good way to start a relation with the great photographer that I really hope that it can support us in the future. Then we have also in mind, and I would like to share this idea with my friend of the board, to start with some video evening, Zoom evening, if you want. I would like to select some very important author around the world, not just master, but also people that are master in their field. For example, here between us, we have Ross. Yes, Ross is a master FIAP, but is, because I saw him at work, is also a big master in photo studio, portrait. And so I'm sure that an evening with him can teach us a lot of things. And for this reason, I would like to propose to my friend of the board to select some of these masters and to organize this evening all around the world. Sure, I know that in some country we have a lot of big language barrier. So probably Guojing or Cecilia or Najila can choose some master from their country that can teach on behalf of FIAP some very important knowledge to their authors. This can be organized under FIAP umbrella. So we will work on this next week, and very soon, in 10 days maximum, I will send to you some information about this. I also would like that the different exhibition centers around the world start instead, unfortunately, to organize events under FIAP auspices, to organize a Zoom evening under FIAP auspices. We can probably change, adapt the rules to this new situation. Unfortunately, we have no other solution. So I would like to propose to all our FIAP exhibition centers to study something like that, to have some Zoom meeting with their authors, and to spread not just their knowledge, but also the FIAP knowledge around their friends. I have already sent to the different directors of the FIAP Exhibition Center a FIAP presentation, and also to some FIAP liaison officer. So if some of the FIAP liaison officer would like to have a FIAP presentation in English, or I will send them, they can translate in their own language, and they can share the FIAP presentation in this Zoom evening. Then another thing very important is, please, friend, in particular in this moment, we need your support for FIAP News. So many times we have asked to authors, to FIAP liaison officer, to send articles and photos to FIAP News. Please, this is a very important moment, and we really need your support. So please send these articles, this photo, to our friend in Australia, and I'm sure that she will prepare for us a very good FIAP News. That is another way to spread all over the world our activity. These are the most important things that we have in this moment, but are very welcome all the new ideas from all of you. This was just the first international meeting, and I really hope that in the near future, more other we can organize in different language, in French, in English, why not in Spanish, for Spain, but also for all South America, and for Italy, why not? So we can maybe study some different meeting in different language. This from my side is all. Thanks you again for your support. Thank you again for your work, and stay home, stay safe. Thanks, friend.
Thank you, Riccardo. Now, finally, I want you all to say goodbye. Please say goodbye. Burak?
I'm just taking a screenshot. Please continue. Just
I'll continue, okay.
Yes, done. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, all of you.
Have a nice day.
Have a nice day.
You too.
Stay at home. Stay healthy. Thank you for your joining.
Bye-bye.
This is to all of you.
Ciao.
Ciao, ciao, ciao.
Brown, I needed to speak with you. I will call you on Zoom. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.